Hi, this is Glocal BAR Vibes from Kumamoto, and I am Hiro.
This is Red Face Nori.
Like a pan man.
Good drink day. So Hiro, cheers for
Cheers.
Satsuma Shochu.
Cheers.
So Hiro, last time we talked about the GI, geographical indication. Of course, this time we want to introduce about Satsuma Shochu and the brown sugar Shochu, and we doesn't have a bottle about the Awamori, so 3 GI. The first one is Satsuma Shochu.
Okay.
So you already studied about some kind of GI Shochu in Japan. So can you guess how can make Satsuma Shochu? What kind of rule for Satsuma Shochu?
So, okay, I guess first, it should be made in Satsuma, which means Kagoshima Prefecture.
Yes.
And Kagoshima is famous for sweet potato shochu.
Yeah.
So that must be sweet potato shochu.
Yes.
They have to use sweet potatoes to make it.
Yeah.
And also you talked about water. So probably they have to use water from local Kagoshima water to make it. And should be bottled in Kagoshima.
Yes, that is true. So Hiro already knew about so many rules for GI, but I need to say a little bit more. Yeah, so Satsuma Shochu, we need to use sweet potato which is made in Satsuma, like a Kagoshima prefecture, because they're proud of their sweet potato place. So actually, Satsuma Shochu and I will explain next Awamori. They has of course day for them. That is normally the 1st of November.
Okay.
Because Satsuma Shochu is normally they using sweet potato and they will start to make sweet potato shochu around August. And around November 1st. The fresh new shochu will be ready to be drunk. So good day for sweet potato shochu. And also for Awamori, the 1st of November is kind of the most busy period for them to making. So good day to make that day for them. So it's busy. But that is Awamori. So the 1st of November, if you remember, please drink Satsuma Shochu or Awamori. That is Satsuma Shochu. So guys, now we are drinking Awamori, but actually there are no Awamori bottle here. I drank all, sorry man. And Awamori is also GI, so Hiro again. So please guess how we can make Awamori GI Shochu.
So Awamori is made in Okinawa.
Yes,
right.
Okinawa.
So it should be made in Okinawa.
Yeah.
So Awamori is made of rice.
Rice.
Rice. So it should be made of rice.
Yes.
And also, I know there is a big difference between shochu and Awamori. That's the percentage, alcohol percentage.
Yeah.
So I think it's 40, 30?
Yeah. Awamori alcohol percentage is normally higher than normal sweet potato shochu or
so
bar
they are
shochu.
25% usually.
Yeah.
And Awamori is higher than that, so there should be some rule about it.
Yeah. So normally Awamori is made by rice. And they use koji. That's the same as well as a rice shochu, like a kuma shochu.
So they use rice koji?
Yes. But whenever we make rice shochu or sweet shochu or shochu, we have normally first stage and the second stage and the distillation. First stage we make koji. We activate koji or we grown up koji. And the second stage we add ingredients like sweet potato or sweet potato shochu, barley shochu, rice shochu. But Awamori is only first stage shochu, first stage and the distillation. That is we say zen koji jikomi. Yes, all koji making. So we add the koji and the rice koji. So That's all. And 2 weeks later we do distillation. That is the only way for Aomori. And Aomori should use Zen-Koji's green. Yeah, it's really interesting, but it's really professional way. But anyway, so that is for only Aomori making.
Okay.
Yes, and why Aomori? Oh, sorry. And also Aomori, Hiro here said Aomori is using rice. And you remember Kumo Shochu use rice.
Domestic rice.
Yes, domestic rice. But the Aomori doesn't have a rule which you need to use domestic rice.
So they can use any kind of rice.
Yes. Because actually there is also history. In the past, distillation technique. There are some 3 or 4 way history, like some like China or Thailand or somewhere brought the distillation technique to Japan. And actually, Okinawa distillation technique was taught by Thailand because Japan, Tokyo, Kyushu, Kagoshima, Okinawa, and Thailand. So Thailand and Okinawa is really close.
Yeah. So Okinawa is geographically kind of remote.
Yeah.
And they have a distinctive history. Different. Yeah.
And also distillation system from Thailand. And normally Okinawa people use Thai rice. Jasmine rice or Thai rice.
Even now?
Yes. Oh, of course, there are so many reasons. Thai rice is really kind of dry compared to Japanese rice. So the koji, kind of fungi, is easy to grow up with Thai rice. So they use Thai rice. And so many shochu makers say, if we use Thai rice, the taste will be more strong or rich. Yes. So anyway, so Aomori normally uses Thai rice. And koji, that is Okinawa Aomori. So then you remember the 1st of November is the day for Aomori too. So if you remember the day of the 1st of November, please cheer with Satsuma Shochu and Aomori. So Hiro, now we are drinking Lento. This is a super famous brown sugar shochu. And the brown sugar shochu is also GI. So again, question for you. Please guess how we can say. So that's called Amami Shochu. Amami Shochu.
So it should be made in Amami. Produced in Amami, maybe bottled and using Amami water. And also, so it is Kokuto Shochu. Brown sugar Shochu. So they use sugar cane as their ingredient. Yeah, that's it, I guess. Yeah,
that's good. So Hiro already became kind of professional. And I will support him. So yes, nice. Brown sugar shochu is normally made in Amami Islands. So Amami Island is not only one, there are so many islands. We say Amami Shotogun.
That's a set of islands.
Plenty of islands. That is Amami Shotogun, and we can only make brown sugar shochu those Amami Shotogun Islands. And in the past, they made Aomori before when they could use rice.
Because that's Amami is geographically close.
Yes, close.
Okinawa. It belongs to Kagoshima, but geographically that's a bit remote.
Yes. From Kagoshima, Okinawa, so between, but more close to Okinawa side. You're correct. And one day, easy to understand is like controlled by Japanese government. Of course, they need to pay tax by rice. So they need to be lacked of rice. But their main industry of sugar cane. So Japanese government said, you guys can make shochu using brown sugar. That is kind of the origin. Of course, there are so many stories, but I say this situation, I say a little bit simple story. And they use only brown sugar, but brown sugar don't need to be domestic too.
So they can basically use any kind of sugar cane.
Actually, Okinawa and Amami are really famous in basic industry making brown sugar. So Japanese government said to them, you guys can use. But I heard from shochu maker, brown sugar shochu maker, some of the brown sugar shochu maker using Bolivian nationality brown sugar. It's really nice. I asked, why? Like a Japanese one sounds nice. No sound. Actually, Japanese brown sugar culture is really short days culture compared to Bolivians or another nationality.
Okay, so they have longer history. Than Japanese brown sugar shochu.
Yes. So that means not Japanese products is sophisticated. Another one is also sophisticated, and then they has more history or culture. So, and also they are cheaper than us because more volume, more people working. So we import, but still more cheaper. But cheap and from another nationality is not bad quality. Was my thought by shochu maker. It's really interesting. I believe that. So again, so we don't need to use domestic. But of course, some of the brown sugar shochu maker has a kind of rule. For us, we use only domestic. So that's good. That is kind of make it special for their position. So that is brown sugar shochu. And so brown sugar shochu has, of course, brown sugar shochu day. So,
of course.
Yes. So, Hiro.
Yeah.
This is maybe easy to image for you to image about brown sugar shochu day because brown sugar shochu day by Japanese word is kokuto shochu. So, kokuto shochu. So, can you guess the day of brown
10th of September?
Oh, you close. Yeah, thinking is really close.
Okay.
Kokuto.
That's on the 10th of some month.
Okay, yeah, super close. Okay, so Hiro will explain about the Kokuto Shochu Day after my explanation. Kokuto is go, kyu, to. So Kokuto Shochu Day is 9th and the 10th of May. May って5月ですね。
そういうこ
5、9と5月と。はい、わかりましたね。わかりました。
So, this time, they have 2 days.
That's
tricky. I thought that they all had only one day.
Special one day.
Yeah. They have 2 days for brown sugar shochu. So, that's Kokuto shochu. Kokuto. In Japanese, ko is go. 5. Ku is 9. And to is 10. So that's on the 9th and 10th of May. And May, 5月 in Japanese is May. So that's a tricky word play.
That is so. If you remember, 9th, 10th May, that is Kokuto Shochu Day.
So, like we have talked about GI over 2 videos, and so we learned that GI is a good idea to preserve the local culture and the local food as well. So, like so that's a good way to keep our tradition.